Hi everybody. As you know, at the end of every semester I ask my students what suggestions they would make for the next time I teach this class and also for their advice for you guys. One of the more popular suggestions I heard this time around was that I give an Excel tutorial during the first week of class. We are going to be using Excel a lot. In this tutorial, I'm actually going to use Google Drive because that is an application you guys all have access to for free through your UH Google accounts. So in this tutorial, let's start by going to Course Materials on Laulima. Once you're in Course Materials, you'll see that we have a whole bunch of stuff. What we're going to use for all of the Excel demos are going to be in the Sample Datasets folder. Right now there's only one thing in here, it's the Excel intro. If you click it, it'll download to your computer. Now, if you have Excel, you can just click it and open it and work in Excel directly, but I'm going to show you how to do it in Google Drive. So if you go to drive.google.com, you can click this and upload a new file. So here I am going to go to my Downloads folder, and here's this thing we just downloaded. So I'm going to open that. And now it is available in Google Drive. Okay, so here we have 20 numbers, and I'm going to show you how to do a couple of different things with these. First thing I want to do is click here on the one and then right click and say insert one above, because you should always have the top row being labels for all of the stuff below so you know what all these numbers are. Here we have different formatting options. I'm just going to put a horizontal bar here so I can separate it from what's going on down there. Okay, so here are our numbers. Let's say the first thing we want to do is add 2 to everything. I'm just going to name this up here. So if it thinks you're trying to write an equation, it'll automatically calculate it. But if you put an apostrophe beforehand, it will not. So here, if I put apostrophe plus 2, it'll display as plus 2. Okay, so let's go back to Laulima for a second. And if we go back up to the Course Materials folder, if you go into Worksheets, Study Guides, etc., you'll see something called Excel Cheat Sheet.pdf. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a cheat sheet for Excel that I made for you guys. Okay, I'm just going to put this over here so we can look at it while we're doing our Excel stuff, or sorry, our Google Drive stuff. Okay. So your basic mathematical operators are pretty standard. You've got plus, minus, you use an asterisk to multiply, and then you use the slash for division. So if we wanted to add 2, we would hit equals, click the thing that we want to add 2 to, and then go plus 2. Now if you want to do this for the entire column, you can just grab this corner and drag it down. You don't have to type plus 2 for each one. So that's pretty cool. It saves you a lot of work. Another thing that we'll be doing a lot in this class is averaging. We add a couple more rows at the bottom. So I'm going to put another horizontal bar, if I can find it. There we go. Okay, now let's say we wanted to average all of the numbers in these columns. There are 2 ways we can do this. Either first we can go equals sum, parentheses, and then select this whole range of values. So that adds all of those up. Now once we have them added up, we can equals click that sum, and then divide by the number of scores we had. We had 20 scores. So there's our average, 31.5. The other way we can do this is goes equal average, and then select that range of scores again. Now make sure you only get the scores you want. You don't want to select these other ones. Okay, close parentheses, and we've got the same number. So it worked. We averaged it. Okay, so here we've added stuff. We can also subtract something. So let's go equals, or sorry, parentheses, not parentheses, apostrophe, excuse me. We can subtract 9. Add a space in there. Okay. So we can do it for either of these. Let's go back to our original numbers we started with. Subtract 9. And what if after we subtract 9 we want to square it? So raise it to a power of 2. So here we could go equals, click this guy, and raise it to a power of 2. Another way to do this that you can apply to a lot of different kinds of powers is to go power, parentheses, click the thing. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Click the thing, comma, and then the power you want to raise it to. So that's the exact same operation, just two ways to do it. Now, if we do this, we can take both of these and drag them all the way down again. Pretty easy. Okay. Another thing we can do is division. So let's say we want to take the numbers in this column and divide by the number in this column. So again, that just goes across, and since we were taking the number in column A and dividing by the number in column D, here we have it for A2 and D2, or here we have it for A12, D12, so the references drag the whole way down. Here you're going to see an error because we tried to divide by 0, and that's not allowed. But other than that, pretty straightforward. I'm going to change these so we can see exactly which things I was referencing. So this was also with A. Here we raised the value from column C by 2. So here I'm going to make this be C2, just so we can keep track of what we were doing. And we had A divided by D. Okay. There are some of your basic things. Oh, another thing we can do is square root. That's a thing you're going to have to do a lot this semester. So square root, and let's take the square root of column D. So equals SQRT, just like it says over here. And then click that value in column D. And drag it down. Okay, so you'll notice that these numbers are the same as these, but they're all positive. That's because when you square a negative, you get a positive number, and when you take the square root of a number, you always get a positive. This is the same thing as doing the absolute value of this. So I'm going to add one more column. Nope, hold on. Insert column right. Okay. So here if we go equals ABS parentheses, you're going to notice that these numbers are exactly the same as the ones in the column before it. Okay, there we go. Now, once you have your assignment completed, obviously this is a fake assignment, there's not really much going on here, I just wanted you to learn how to do the different operations. But once you have this done and you want to send it to me or upload it to your homework, you're going to go up to File and Download As, and I want you to download it as a Microsoft Excel file because that's the easiest for me to read. Okay, so now it has downloaded there. And if you wanted to upload it to Laulima, you would see a little upload file bar in the assignment, and click that, navigate to that file you just downloaded, and upload it, and we are good. Because once I receive it from you, I can just open it up. And when I open it up, I can see all of your work. Once we get into more complicated problems, this is going to be very helpful because when you show me your work in Excel, I can see exactly where your mistakes are so that I can correct them and help you out and help you learn from them a little bit better. So that's the end of this tutorial. Good luck, and hopefully you were able to follow along.